Welcome to Hidden Whispers. Here we explore the stories that slip through the cracks of history, tales that were meant to be explained but never truly were. Tonight we follow the final haunting hours of a man who once stood at the heart of the U.S. government, a man whose life ended in chaos, confusion, and silence. John Parsons, Wheeler III, known as Jack, wasn't a stranger to secrets. He graduated from West Point, studied at Harvard and Yale, and served in 3 presidential administrations. He helped create the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, a project that touched millions. But his brilliance came with a sense of obsession. Friends described him as intense, methodical, and sometimes paranoid about security. He worked in defense consulting and cybersecurity, fields where one wrong word could expose classified truths. In late December 2010, something began to unravel. On the night of December 28th, a strange break-in occurred at Jack Wheeler's Delaware home. Smoke bombs were detonated inside the house, yet nothing was stolen. Whoever entered, it seemed, wasn't there for money, but for a message. When investigators checked later, they found Wheeler's cell phone and his prized collection of West Point medals still intact. But Wheeler himself was nowhere to be found. The following day, December 29th, Wheeler was seen wandering through Wilmington. He looked disoriented, confused, at times even frightened. Surveillance cameras captured him inside a parking garage, wearing a dark suit, but carrying one shoe. He was limping, covered in dirt, asking strangers for a ride to Philadelphia. At one point, he told a pharmacist he had been robbed and needed help. But when police offered assistance, he refused it. Those who met him that day said he looked like a man who hadn't slept in days, haunted, exhausted, and constantly looking over his shoulder. By the night of December 30th, Wheeler was gone. No one knew where he went after leaving the parking garage. His phone stopped transmitting. His bank cards went silent. Then, in the early hours of December 31st, a garbage truck driver noticed something unusual while unloading waste at the Cherry Island landfill, a human body wrapped in a torn black bag. It was Jack Wheeler, beaten, bruised, and cold. Police were baffled. There were no signs of robbery, no ransom notes, no known enemies. His briefcase was found in another city, containing papers about cybersecurity and chemical weapons. His watch and wedding ring were still on his wrist. The autopsy showed blunt force trauma consistent with being struck, but not with a weapon. Authorities said it looked like a beating, possibly from a fall or struggle. But the timeline made no sense. Between his last sighting and the discovery, 36 hours were missing, hours no one could account for. Many theories emerged. Some believed Wheeler stumbled into the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe a mugging gone wrong. Others pointed to his government work, saying he had knowledge of sensitive defense technologies. He had recently written about cyber warfare and was reportedly concerned about national security breaches. Friends said he had mentioned feeling watched. Some conspiracy theorists even claimed he was silenced for uncovering something classified. But there's no proof. The security footage, oddly enough, had long gaps. His missing time was never explained. Even his injuries, deep bruises but no defensive wounds, suggested he didn't fight back, as if he knew his fate. In the years since, no arrests have been made. The official cause remains undetermined. His family believes he was murdered. The police quietly closed the case. The landfill where his body was found is still active, the spot where his life ended buried under tons of waste. A man who once walked the halls of power, now just another unsolved mystery. Jack Wheeler's story is more than a tragedy. It's a reminder that even the most powerful among us can vanish, not into legend, but into silence. Somewhere, someone knows what happened during those final hours, but until the truth surfaces, all we have are questions, whispers, and shadows. This was Hidden Whispers. If you believe his death was no accident, leave your theory in the comments below. And remember, every mystery hides a whisper, waiting to be heard.